Welcome back to Showcase. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Bruticus Maximus. For weapons, White and Kickback can bring out their cannons, and Kickback also has a grenade launcher mounted to his head. Moving on to transformation, Stormcloud and Blackout share the same transformation, so we'll just look at Blackout. Lay him flat, fold his head in, bring the cockpit out, bring the arms in, legs up and in, then bring the tail rotor out, and we have helicopter mode. Moving on to Blight and Kickback, who also share a transformation, so we'll just look at Blight. Lay him flat, bring the arms up and in, bring the front tread down, legs up and in, feet in, bring the back tread down. Now bring the front tread forward, finally bring the head in and the cannon in, and we have the AA tank mode. Finally Barricade, lay him flat, bring the head in, cab down, arms in, legs back and in, bring out the missile pods and bring the wheels down, and we have missile truck mode. Moving on to lore. There are many ways combiners are made. First, there were natural combiners, who were rare, but usually more powerful. And over time, both the Autobots and Decepticons began experimenting with artificial combiners, some by cloning existing ones, some by modifying bots, and some others by designing new bots specifically to combine. Bruticus Maximus is made up of a group of bots retrofitted into a combiner: Blight, Kickback, Stormcloud, Blackout, and Barricade. Unlike many of the combiners we've looked at so far, these bots didn't actually know each other before being combined, so let's look at them individually. Blight and Kickback were constructed cold, using a generic artillery tank body, based on the Decepticon Kill Bison. Many other bots used the same body. Gun Barrel, Blast Off, Brawl, and Landquake, just to name a few. They weren't Vehicons, but they weren't naturally forged either. They existed in a middle ground, given free will, but only created for war. Often, they were constructed right before, or even during a battle, and dropped in as reinforcements. Most didn't survive. Blight survived the Battle of Division, and Kickback survived the Battle of Antella. As a reward for surviving the battles, and having the desired body type, they were chosen to be a part of Bruticus Maximus. Stormcloud and Blackout were similar. They were also constructed cold, using generic helicopter bodies, shared with notable Decepticons like Dropkick, Swindle, Reverb, and Topspin. Blackout fought on Biofera and was one of the few who survived the planet's destruction. Stormcloud was created near the end of the Battle of Elonia. He barely saw combat before the Decepticons ordered retreat. Due to another bot having similar colours, Stormcloud was mistakenly credited as one of the heroes of the battle. They were both later selected to be a part of Bruticus Maximus. Finally, there's Barricade. Unlike the others, he was not constructed cold. He was forged. He joined the Decepticons when they made contact with his home planet, Antella. Once the Third Great War broke out, he was assigned to a ship and later promoted to captain. He led his crew through many battles and gained the favour of the Decepticon High Command. Eventually, his ship was destroyed, leaving him comatose. He didn't wake up until the war had ended, and by then, there was already an uneasy peace. The Decepticons controlled several colonies, while most sided with the Autobots, including Barricade's home planet. Barricade was chosen to lead the Decepticons' new Combiner army, and selected Blight, Kickback, Blackout, and Stormcloud as his team. They were successfully given the ability Combine, and became the Decepticons' most stable artificial combiner. They led the Decepticon invasion during the First Combiner War, a short conflict that never reached Cybertron. Acting more of a show of force, many combiners on both sides fell, with Bruticus Maximus destroying numerous Autobots. After the war, the Decepticons continued their experiments, leading into a Cold War period. Bruticus Maximus would later be destroyed during the Fourth Great War, when all members of the Combiner were pulled into a black hole and killed. On Siege World, they were all separated. Blight came online in a remote desert, and joined up with a small Decepticon unit. So far, they have yet to make contact with any significant Decepticon force. Kickback made his way to one of the larger settlements, and joined up with the Town Guard. Stormcloud joined up with a small raider group and acted as their scout. Barricade managed to regroup with a large Decepticon force and was put in charge of a platoon. Blackout would later join him and be placed as the second in command. And that's Bruticus Maximus and its components. The helicopters are made off of my helicopter base, and the tanks are made off my Kill Bison. Bruticus Maximus and Barricade don't have any recolors yet, but I do plan on redoing them into Revenge of the Fallen Bruticus Maximus and BotCon Heatwave respectively. Next time, we're going to be taking a look at G1 Swoop, and if you have any requests, leave them down in the comments.